Today we're going to go over how to set up two windows within your VR headset in order to monitor your stream as well as your community. Let's see an example of that. Okay, now that we saw what is possible, let's jump into the two different programs, OVR Drop and OVR Toolkit. OVR Drop has haptic feedback for notifications as where there is none for OVR Toolkit. So that's why I'm using two different programs, and OVR Drop only allows you to use one window. So what I'm going to do here is first fire up the chat. I just recently found that firing up the chat first before everything else, which you probably should do anyways, right? Should take care of some programs that I was having some funky things going on, and so what we're gonna do that, click out of it. You saw how that cursor was going. Click out of it, and then we're gonna fire up OVR Drop and then also OVR Toolkit, which we'll get back around to when we actually get into the VR headset. As you can see, the VR headset already has OVR Drop in it. I'm going to show you how to configure that with that. All right, but first, what you want to do here is to get it where it needs to be. It has to be on the left or right controller and below flipped in order to have it underneath, like where I have it. So that's what you got to do in order to do that. I am going to minimize this now. No, I'm not. Okay. That is interesting. I will move it over to a different screen so it's not showing up on the recording and you can see what I'm doing. All right, so we'll do that just for the sake of this video. I have to move that. You could just leave it up if you wanted to, but you know, that's just the way the program is and how it's being recorded, things like that. So you don't have to worry about that showing up on your stream. It's just seeing that window on the recording because I'm recording my monitor and everything that's on it at this point. I have to do it that way to capture the things I want to show you. So let's get to the VR side of things. As you can see, my controllers are very, very low. So let's run to that and get it taken care of. Okay, we are back here now within the environment, and you can see that we have that configured just the way we want it. Have that like that. Boom. Okay, so it's where we want it now, and let's go over here to grab what we want. So we go over here, we want restream chat. Boom, there you go. Now that is there, and you can capture monitors if you like, stuff like that. But like I said before, the problem with OVR Drop, it is only a one of these that you can select, and that's it. Now to demonstrate what I was trying to say earlier about, okay, it shows up sometimes it does not. Let's see what settings will give us. This is that. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, now we're gonna just get out of that. There you go. And as you can see, transparency we can set on this, and so that if you're running and gunning, oh, got a message. All right, you're sent, and you see something out of the corner of your eye because it's transparent. You can just go like that. So, you know, that is one of the nice things about this. Backside. I'm not sure exactly why that says backside, but right here, what exactly what we're talking about here is the haptic feedback. It is enabled, scale enabled. Like I was talking about before, I believe if I disable this, it will, if I decrease the size of the window on the window itself, it will, if that's not enabled, it will not shrink if I shrink, or vice versa. So there you go. And grab enable. Those must be the functions that, I wonder if I can scale this larger or smaller. I saw that go red. Nope, doesn't look like I can do it at this time, at least. So that is OVR Drop. Now, in order to get your toolkit, OVR Toolkit to go, you have to take both of these by default, both of them, you have to hit on the click buttons on the side. Double click. There you go. Now, when you get that, as you can see, I already have this set up. So that is what's really nice over the last couple updates and the complaints I saw while picking up OVR months back, is that it would not save what you had set up. So this is another really nice feature of OVR Toolkit, as well as this nice new user interface. The user interface before was just crazy. Oh man, that's why I haven't used this in so long, but I saw this about a month ago, maybe a little bit less, that they changed UI. I had to try it. I wanted to do this, and boom, there you go. That's what had happened. Now what I'm going to do is start over here for you, and like that. Okay, now nothing's around me. It's all gone. So what we want to do is spawn, as you can see right here, spawn new window. Okay, now one of the things you want to remember with your windows and working with an OVR Drop, the window that is yellow, when you go to do any sort of modifying, as you can see, I am doing this and it's yellow. That is going to be the window you're going to be working in. Okay, so pay attention to that when you're setting it up. So now for the window here, first of all, let's go to window settings. And then what we're going to do is turn performance mode off. As you can see, it seems to be opposite. I don't know what's going on, if it's just using more CPU at this point. Let's check it out. 3.6, 4.2. Okay, and it's at 60 frames. Okay, now when we hit that, 4.2, 4.1, 3.2, doesn't seem to do anything. So let's turn that off. Or is that on? I'm not sure exactly, to tell you the truth. Pin window. So I like it all the way to the left, whatever that setting is. Now with this right here, as you can see, this is not see-through. You play games like I do, run and gun, you don't want anything blocking your vision. So let's go to the opace. I can't even say that word today. It's just one of those days. And you can increase it, decrease it to whatever your heart is content to. Now, the reason for this window, at least for myself, is to be able to see the notifications that come through, such as your followers, things you want to thank those particular people for. With my settings, I know they're white, red, things like that, so I can have it pretty opaque. Okay, so I can have it see through and be able to just, boom, boom. Now, with that being all said, when I close out this window, I can move it around So if you're using the little click to go like this and move it around, that's fine. But you know, that's one of those things that are like, yeah, okay. First of all, let's make this larger. Okay, now you see this is just huge. Whoa, hello. Oh, another thing you can do, and why this did this was because it was so big, but bring it over and above, and oh sure, now it won't do it. And you can just stick it to a controller if you like. You know, you can, if you want, you can do this however you want. But I like it off to the side, therefore I don't have any distraction, and I can go about my business and see very well what's going on my screen on the monitor. So, you know, let's increase that a little bit more. There you go. Okay. Oh, that's that. My bad. Okay. So that is on off to the right. So that's that right there. To enable the mod thing over here, I believe we have to go like this. So you have that window there. What you're going to do, if that's the last window you want to configure, go like that. Then right here you have maximize edit window, and that's a keyboard too. So if you want to type on something, go ahead and do that. Yes, you can. Alright, you can grab this even if it's out of editing mode. No, because you just minimized it, and that's why. Now, I wonder what a double click will do here for us. Probably get rid of everything. So you double click, boom. So if you don't want it there, you're done with it. You can just, I guess you could say, shut it down, minimize it into the taskbar, but bring it back, double click, boom, you're good to go. So you leave it like this. At the end of the day, go to shut everything down, you jump back in, you should be able to see that like that. But OVR Drop will not keep that like that. You need to go in and configure it, either at the computer or within VR. I recommend within VR and do it that way so that you can make sure it all works properly. Not to mention, it's nice and easy. So there you go. Tell me what you liked about this video. Tell me what you didn't like about this video. Sound off. Tell me if you have any other solutions to this particular situation. I like this one right now. These are the programs I have. So I'd like to know if there's anything easier out here. This was pretty easy as far as I was concerned, and just like to share it to everybody. So you guys know what to do. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, hit that dislike. Like I said, sound off, tell me what's going on if you know an easier way of doing this. And I would say that's everything. So this is Chris saying out.